10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, hey, hey. Yes, it is time to look at your tactics. We are going to take a look at a few of those tactics. Hopefully, you guys can send those tactics in. It's been a while since I used this link. Let's see if it works still. It's in the chat. Yeah, baby. It's working. That link is working. It should be working. Yes, it says request. So that means it's the right link. Hope you guys are well. Yeah, new save. There have been plenty of requests to do bring your tactics, right? So I decided not. I was supposed to do it. I said yesterday I'll do it tomorrow, but then I was thinking to myself, why wait? I might not. I'm at the age, man, and with so much shit happening around the world, you never know. I hope cooler heads will prevail, but somehow or another, I've always known this was going to happen. Yeah, it was always on the cards, man. If you all learn geopolitics, spend some time in school, and find out what's happening in the West, the Middle East. What's the subject I took up in school? University politics of the Middle East. I was very fascinated by what was going on over there. Yeah. Hi, Bagaskar. How are you, man? I'm going to upload my tactic, but I can't watch your stream. I'll watch the replay. Okay. All right. No worries. Watch the replay. But here we go. I actually have one tactic already. From someone called Spencer. Spencer put his tactic in a few days ago. So we're going to go to Spencer's tactics first. Let me switch over. Sometimes these buttons, because I've got this hotkey 2, double press, do this, sometimes it just doesn't kick in. It's like if I'm too fast with my fingers. So I kind of prepared my own documents folder because so my Sports Interactive Tactics folder is completely blank. That's the only way I think I can make this work. So downloads, and then we got one Spencer tactic here, and I'm going to put it in here. That's the way. So that way it doesn't mess with my tactics. Because that was the reason why I didn't want to do it in the first place. Okay, so here we go. Tactics. We've got a tactic that I'm going to load. Spencer by opposition instructions. Tackle on all back line. Wingback, solo, DMs and wingers. Always time out wingbacks. Okay, all right. Wow, that's a lot. Always trigger press on wingback, solo, DMs. Show them to their inside foot. Oh, that means you wanted to come inside. Show wingbacks to the flanks. I thought it was a prep wingbacks with my own wingback. And okay. Okay, there's a lot of interesting instructions. So we're going to go to opposition instructions. So he said basically all the way down to here. Shit. That's a problem with these instructions, no? I keep thinking that somebody did the whole... Okay, wait. Show onto foot, right? This fullbacks here is inside. So that means right is left and left is right. And then these guys are wide. Okay. And this guy is tight marked. And trigger press. Always. That's what I got from that. I mean, we can load it in the other slot and read the instructions again. Show wingbacks to the flanks. Wingback, my wingback. I'm all performing a ton. I'm wondering if this simple tag is actually good or if I'm just lucky. I'm hoping it's good because I like the fact that you actually write it. I'll read it, man. I'll read it. I'll definitely. I love it when people actually, tell me what they expect to see or how they set up their tactics. I absolutely love it. So the link is in the chat. For those guys on YouTube, it's just scroll up. For those guys on Twitch, hard luck. You'll have to wait for the link to pay again. All right, so we're using Atalanta. Okay, so let's take a look at his instructions. Okay, so just go to all instructions. This is the easiest way. Passing is direct. Tempo is normal. Time wasting is standard. Counter attack is our attacking transition. Okay? Because this is counter attack and hold shape, right? Okay. Attacking with standard, because for a moment there I was thinking of a counter press. I don't know. Quick ball in play. This is okay. If you leave it on balance, all it does is this, right? When you change your mentalities, they get a bit more creative. You lower the mentality, you get less creative. Because what the central instruction does is, because every kind of role has got a preset amount of creative freedom, right? So what happens is that if we raise mentality, that it's like adding a bit to each one of them, right? But if you move this, you're adding the base, you're adding more, and then when you use the slider, you're topping it up even more. So that's how you think about it. Goal kick, shot, goalkeeper distribution. Man, I really am so unfit right now. I'm so unfit. Supporting us, this just means that he's doing a balance overlap and an underlap. So his preferred instruction is an underlap, which is interesting because he just said that he's got wingbacks in his tactic, right? So he wants his wingbacks to pass inside, and he wants your position wingbacks, fullbacks to do the same thing. So there's going to be a lot of activity in the center of the pitch. A lot of activity. So there's going to be a lot of tackling. So you got to put guys with high aggression, work rate, awareness, concentration. They got to be occupying the central positions. Progress through is focus played on the left and the right. This just means that the central midfielders are going to move to the side of the focus. That's it. Okay. Great instruction. Balance. My favorite instruction since God knows when. Crossing style, okay, fine. Balance. There's a bit of everything, which is good. I mean, honestly, you don't have to change this. Never have to, okay? I mean, the only time you go low cross is if you're thinking, okay, fine, I want to put more pressure on this team, I want to get into the final third, I want to work the wall behind the defensive line, but, I'm more than capable of keeping the ball, then yeah, go for it. Out of possession, he's got mid-block, nice. Standard defensive line, that's okay. I mean, that's a 50-50, whether the fullbacks are going to go up. Again, mentality-driven. Trigger press is standard, which means that everybody is kind of waiting for the player to come into the zone before they do something. Defensive transition, counter press. Very interesting. We have to see the out of possession shape. Balance, okay, fine. Everything seems fine. No pressing traps. Out of possession, he's using... in possession, out of possession. I love this. No, you keep it simple. You follow the same tactic. This is when counter pressing actually works very well. So we got. I'm just going to the S-Man to see what he's offering. So we got Ketelare as the one of the strikers, and Adama Lukman as another strike. Adamola Lukman, and then you got Pasalic, who's okay. Got bravery. Edison has got bravery, aggression, work rate. That's good. Martin de Roon, we all know he's got damn good aggression. This guy is absolutely full of it. And then we've got Zalewiski on the left flank. He's got a bit of... He's probably lacking in concentration, and probably will be in... There will be some issues with him marking the far post during crosses, set pieces. So generally, a player like this... a bit of a liability in the team, so we might have to look at that flank a bit more later. Bellanova is actually one of my favorite wingbacks in the game. This guy has got everything you need in a wingback. He can cross, he can take players on, he can deliver the ball, he can pass. He's passing not very long range, so you don't really want to get him to play risky passes all the time. But he can do that. His range is not fantastic, right? So he's not going to play some of those like crossfield diagonals. You won't see this guy doing that. But what you will see is through balls from him. Yeah. So those short little through balls, especially when you're doing the focus play and you're doing the low cross, right? This guy from the wingback position can actually split a fullback and a central defender with a pass between them. So this is actually a very good good player. So in possession, he's gone to advanced wingbacks, which is very nice. I like this in a back five. They play like wingers. So if you play a role like this, advanced wingback, and you go like, is it too defensive? No, actually, he's going to be here and here. When you have possession of the ball, they're going to be really high up the pitch. Wide centre back, wide centre back. This is actually a very nice tactic. I like this tactic. Channel midfielders are brilliant. They're one of the best roles in the game. I mean, like, hands down, my favorite role right now. Because channel midfielders work so well with the focus play instruction that you can create absolute mayhem down one side of the pitch. Because these guys are just going to own the channel with another. And if he's got a wingback or an advanced wingback or a winger on that flank, man, some magic is going to happen. And I like this tactic. I don't think there's anything inherently wrong. And I can see why your tactic is done really well. Because with the right kind of players in this tactic, you are going to rule. Yeah, this is a solid tactic. I mean, this is superb. I love this tactic. Because in possession, you've got like a central defender and a channel. Because you got all these players at the back, right? Right? Or so many players. He's committed 2 players forward. Now, why not? Out of possession, they're both center forwards. There is no necessity to have them tracking back at all, right? And if you had played like a target man poacher, then what you're going to end up seeing when you're defending a lot is this long balls over the top. But this is a very nice tactic. I can't wait to see how they do it. Funny, but ever since release, I'm now having to want to play one more game, feeding back, creating my own immersion by taking time. Exactly. That's what I'm suggesting. Yes, you can have a lot of fun with this game if you stop wanting data in the game. If you stop like going, oh man, I want to develop this player, I want to develop my youth team, I want to lean up. You got to let that go right now. Because first, we can't do that in real life. So let's just play the role of Ruben Amorim and walk in his shoes for one day. Say it out loudly. How are you, man? Just put mine in the link. Why WCM becomes channel midfielder when the opponent doesn't have 2 DMs? Okay, cool. Let's see how this tactic does, right? God, all these tactics are coming in, man. Nice. Love that. I actually enjoyed this show also a lot. I get a chance to play with your tactics. Guys, I like to see how the community has developed over the years. I mean, I remember when I first did this show, wow, I spent so much time making like, okay, you got to do this, you got to do that. But now, you guys are like superb, man, at making tactics. Like, a lot of you have come up with some very, very astute tactics. Hey, do I have to register the squad? I didn't bother. I just holidayed all the way. The training also I didn't bother. Yeah. Nothing. I haven't done anything. No training, no nothing, no. Yeah, I haven't bothered. Yeah, just like, okay, play tactics. Yeah, treat the game like, enjoy. Hey, Intani, how are you, man? Okay, all right. Let's have a good stream. Love this, man. This is great. Okay, teams are warming up. I think the SIs they might be finalizing the patch next couple of days. I would be surprised if we're looking at a patch release date maybe next week. Yeah, by the end of I'm optimistically thinking it's this Thursday. Okay, but my realistic side of me says next week. Look at our colors, man. CPR. SI, if you can just give me a bit of control over some of the colors, I'd be very appreciative. Yeah, because now I've done this. This is my color scheme, my reshade. You don't see football. Your football manager game will not look like this out of the box. Okay. Edison Bellanova, nice. Okay, see how high those guys are. Look at where the guy. I want to show you. You have to see this. It's like I can see it already. I know how this tactic is gonna play because I actually made a back 5 with 2 advanced wingbacks. And my defensive setup was exactly the same, except they were wingbacks now. Right. And I made a version with the 3-4-1-2, and I made one version, and the 3-4-1-2 really was superb, man. Because the wingbacks were like wingers, right? So I had like 5 already in the channel. By the time I got the ball halfway, I was like, and he could do cross diagonals. With these 2 guys, you can do cross diagonals. Any thoughts about this recent Premier League discussion that it is defensive, kind of boring and based on too much on the very aggressive? Yeah, I think teams are now a lot more defensive because it's too easy for VAR to take the day away from teams. And now teams, but also you have to look at the Premier League. Every team can beat each. A lot of teams are good enough to punish each other. So teams are becoming a bit more circumspect. In a sense, I think it's good for English teams. Because the problem for English teams has always been, they play this helter-skelter game in England, right? But when they go to Europe, they struggle. because they don't know how to, like, take a chill pill. Now, they got to learn how to compose themselves, and defend well, yeah. So look at that. This is what I told you, right? What will Bellanova be doing? Exactly what I told you. This guy is good, no. I mean, this is one of the best wingbacks in the game. If you play advanced wingback and they've got Bellanova in it, oh man, you're going to have fun. What a goal! Oh my word, that is so sweet. Look at this Bello. Look at the work. I told you, this is how he plays. The advanced wingback. With focus play, you will rip every team. In a back five, you'll rip them apart. You will rip them apart. This is one of my very good. Is no one has been talking about it because I don't want to do a video about it. I just wait to, I'd rather do it on stream, Yeah, but advanced wingbacks are really, really powerful in this game. I mean, like Scramjet, good. Okay, look at this, right? Look at where he is. Look at where the advanced wingback is. Oh, too easy. Oh man, they almost scored another goal. I mean, they literally don't have to play low cross on this tactic. Torino are in suffering. They are suffering. Chelsea versus Villa in FA Cup. Who will win? Villa. Hands down. No doubt about it in my mind. Oh, what a miss! He beat everyone that he missed. An absolute sitter. This domination. Look at, now let's see. Okay, now we'll switch out to the 2D. I want to see how long it takes for them to come back and defend, okay? 1, 2, say. That's it. Back in defensive shape. All together, 5 seconds. This is why I say, guys, the reason why half the world is screwing up with Football Manager and they claim that it's bugged or it's buggy and it's all that Mickey Mouse shit. It's because they're trying too many fancy things with their in possession, out of possession shape because they feel that they've earned the right to by playing so many years of Football Manager. But common sense dictates that the game could not have advanced so far in just 1 year because it is essentially the same match engine. Logic says that if you keep the same in and out of possession shape, you will actually do much better. And look at this. He's back in position. And the players are not like shifting. You try doing a 4-4-2-4 and ask them to come back into a 5-3-2. You see what happens next. Especially if you start putting in things like counter press. When you play like this, right, you can play counter press to your heart's delight. This is superb. I love this tactic. You are not dominating. Look, Spencer, you are doing really well because you have a really good tactic and you have a really good team. You've gotten the team for your tactic. Look at this. Mid block. You know what's a mid block, right? Mid block, the press starts here. See this halfway line? Literally, around the halfway line, somewhere over here. That's where the mid block was going to start. Where's your high block, high press starting? Somewhere around here. High press will start here. Not here, huh? Everyone seems to think high press must be here, no? No such thing. In Football Manager, high press is somewhere here. Mid block is somewhere here. Low block is somewhere here. Because it's on the edge of the third. So this is the first third, right? Okay. So this is the low block zone. Okay. So this is where you'll see the low blocks, the pressing start. So it's always here because your strikers will be sitting here. So don't look at it as in the player must be here. Where's your strike? Because your striker starts the press. So in a low block, your striker is sitting here. So that's where the press starts. In a mid block, your striker is somewhere here. So that's where the press starts, right? In a mid block, somewhere here, sorry. Somewhere around here, that's where your strikers will be. Okay. So you see the press. And look at that, where the press happens. Mid block somewhere here. Bang. He went out, he missed. This is like funny. This is like me last time when I was a kid, when I was playing. Thinking I'm damn fast. So I run out and the fella just knocks the ball forward. I'm like sold. This is nice. I like your tactic. Your tactic is very, very nice. Keep it up. This is a beautiful tactic. Very nice. I like it. Now go to the tactical view. You can see a bit more from the tactical view. Yeah. Okay, the explanation, their voice is ready to be clipped and shipped into an explanation video IP and how it affects counter press. People got sucker punch now. Literally, you know. I mean, I made some tactics for you guys with different in possession. But have you noticed all those tactics that I made, right? The difference is not very much. And I've got a lot of tactics that have got the same in possession, out of possession shape, right? You know which formation you should not mess with and leave it the way it is? The 4-3-3 DM. The 4-3-3 is actually very good in possession, out of possession as the same shape. The 4-2-3 is unique in the sense that, yeah, sometimes you might want to drop those guys into the winger slots instead of the advanced, you know, the high winger, the midfield one. But you can also play like the regular 4-2-3 one as well. My 4-4-2, I've got a 4-4-2 that looks like a 4-4-2 in possession. Out of possession is also 4-4-2. And I got one 4-2-4, 4-4-2. And I got one 4-2-4, 4-2-4. They all work, yeah. Because of the roles. You see, you have to remember the roles. Look at this. Edison lost control of the ball. Isaac Yain, Martin Deroon, Bellanova. Look at this guy. I'm telling you, right, if you can sign Bellanova to your team, you're going to have a lot of fun. No, this guy is so good, especially with focus play. Focus play and him, very good friends. Because he's always going to have a passing option. So he can take a bit of he can try, he can hold on to the ball. He's got skill, he's got agility, balance, dribbling, passing. He doesn't have phenomenal passing. His passing is doing 11. So in a sense, that's kind of good. Look at that. I tell you, Bellanova. There we go. Aggression. Counter press, right? That's because they lost possession. This is why with a 5-3-2, right? Counter press makes a lot of sense. Because you never play regroup with a 5-3-2. You always play counter press. Because your in possession, out possession is the same shape, right? So when you lose the ball, your wingers are very high up the pitch. Why do you want them to come back for? You've got 3 defenders. Makes no sense to play regroup and makes absolutely no sense to let them decide for themselves. Okay? So the moment you have advanced wing backs, you're using advanced wing backs, when you lose the ball, you want them to counter press. I usually adjust my OOP formation to match my OOPs and after rotation get a man. Yeah, I can. 4-2-4, early crosser my comeback formation. So many late turnarounds. Right, it's a brilliant formation. 4-2-4 is a very, very good formation. Very good formation. But the only formation I haven't really been messing around with is the 4-1-3-2. But the way this game is playing, I doubt is much of a challenge for anyone out there. Because I don't think tactics are... I love the fact, you see, I've been proven right, no? Like, a lot of you are going to come up with some very good tactics and because you're using common sense, right, in your tactical decision making. And this is correct. I mean, there's absolutely nothing wrong with this tactic. Okay? Look at that. Oh my God, he could have... This is Bellanova trying to be greedy. He beat everyone. That guy had a tap in, no? Bellanova decided to go take it on himself. Bloody berate the team. We should be 2-0 up. Nice. Because we've got this trigger press, right? As well. This defending is too good. Yeah. Ian, white centre back, slips it to the Glad. Another one, and then goes back to the goalkeeper. Nice football. There we go. That's why I love advanced wingbacks. They're like wingers, no? They are absolutely like wingers right now. Especially the back five. Total domination. Right? We should be way, way out in front. By 2-3 goals by now. A lot of it had to do with Mr. Bellanova himself. There were 2 opportunities he had to lay it off. He didn't. He went for goal. Okay, here we go. Zalewski. Nice pass. Lukman is offside. Very good. And this is the first time we didn't do a preseason. We didn't do a preseason. We just went holiday right to the first game, picked the tactic and gave it to them. I don't even know how this team did in preseason. And I haven't set up tactics, training, nothing. 0. We just gave the team the tactic and say, enjoy yourself. Very nice. I can't change, no. There's nothing I can do with this tactic, no. Yeah. I wouldn't change it at all because I like your use of the channel midfielder on the side where you have the more attacking role, and on the other side you got channel forward, and then you got the advanced wing back, and then you got a attacking midfielder there. So the attacking midfielder is attacking the pocket where the channel forward is going right. So yeah, I get where your ideas, they're very nice. So you actually you're dragging players out of space and then creating chances for the others. And there's nothing I can say. This tactic is too good. Yeah, it's very good. See, the movement is creating a lot of problems because the players are always getting into the channels to threaten players. And then when they do that, they attract the attention of the defender, creating space for other players in the box. Excellent tactic. Brilliant tactic. Already winner, babe. Of course, I'm using Atalanta. We need to use a decent team. Okay? I'm not bring your tactics with a newly promoted team. Then after that, we all got to, if you only have better players, this tactic will be better. The idea is, right, nobody creates their dream tactic waiting for the better players to come. You always try to get those players in. So, yeah. In fact, these kind of tactics are perfect for underdog teams also. The only thing I don't like, if you're playing an underdog team and you play a 5-3-2, the downside is this: you better have damn good defenders. The problem with back five systems or underdog teams is you end up defending a lot if your wingbacks are not good. So don't ever play a back five if you don't have good wingbacks. If you have very good wingbacks, then you go for it. If you have average wingbacks, then don't try. And you need to have a squad full of wingback, at least four wingbacks, because they are the source of your strength. We're gonna berate the team again. I'm not gonna change too much. I'm not changing anything. I mean, we conceded a goal. What can I do? I mean, I wouldn't change this tactic. Even if I was playing it, I won't go in there and make changes. Yeah. If I wanted to, I'm gonna try something. I don't think it's going to work. You know why? Because of the advanced wing back. You want them to be the focus. So I'm trying to push those advanced centre backs up. I'm using channel midfielder with DLF in front of him and it works well too. Yeah, channel midfielder with a DLF. It's because the channel midfielder is drifting, pulling players away. Channel midfielders are superb roles. They're like, hands down for me, one of the best roles in the game. Anything that loves focus play right now, there we go. That's what I thought was going to happen. Okay, that's me. That's what happens when we have advanced centre backs going up. So when the advanced centre back went up, we had a problem. So this tactic, unlike FM24, in FM24 you could play libero and still do really well. But now they exploit the space. The AI will exploit the space. I noticed that already. I didn't notice that a few weeks ago when I was playing this game. Because I tend to like, creating those kind of crazy tactics, right? Where there's no defenders, whatever. I'm going to try something, right? What if I did this, right? Okay. So instead of mid, now we go high. Hey, I keep thinking I can do that. Defensive line, you're going to go much higher. Defensive line, we're going to go... Old man says never do this. Don't ever do this with the back five. Okay? Don't ever do this with a 3-man defensive line. Because what happens is you can't play offside trap with 3-man defenders. It's first rule of football. So let's just not do it. Okay. I don't know what I was thinking. Much often. Okay, done. Okay, I'm pushing this entire team forward. I want to see how they handle a high defensive line. How this tactic handles playing high up the pitch. I thought mid block is nice. See whether those white centre backs get exposed. So far, no news is good news. Yeah, we are attacking them. In the final 10 minutes. Yeah, this year it is exploiting the space. You gotta be careful with the 3 libero setup. I used to do that a lot, right? Because AI never take advantage of it. But this year it is taking advantage. I noticed it aims for the channel where those the side liberos are operating. So ever since I noticed that, I stopped using the double libero. So now you see where this guy is now. Look at this. The earlier, right, he was in his half. Now the whole team is up here. Yeah, except we are having to defend. So there we go. Correct. That's what I thought will happen. Because the strikers are setting where the press is at. Because now I want the press to start happening. I want the strikers to start chasing down the ball here. Yeah. That is why I pushed the high block. And I was playing with a much higher defensive line. Much higher defensive line basically will tell my wingbacks to take up even more attacking positions. Man, Edison, the number of times we have had a lot of good chances, no? A lot. I think they're too excited. They should have wall up this team by a bigger margin. Uh-oh. Duvan Zapata. Man, there's a blast from the park. Oh, it's Vlasic. He shoots. He scores. Nikola Vlasic. What a goal. As I went searching, I forgot to tell you guys. My set pieces are still no one's back defending. It's always fun to play that way. Come on. It's always fun to play. Like, everybody is attacking. Unbelievable. But I like the way they win the ball back. I don't think you should change the tactic. But you definitely have options with the defensive line. If you want to change it, take some risks. But the double libero does not work anymore. So don't try that. We should have won this game, hands down. Hands down, we should have won this game. See, we couldn't change this. It's Atalanta, but we can't change it. It's still got a name there. That was the only thing that we cannot change. They cannot change. So it's not too bad. I like the tactic. Okay, next tactic. I wouldn't change anything. The tactic is fine. Brilliant tactic. Oh my God, the weather. No, that's not the weather. That's fireworks. Hey, where's the tactics? Okay, you didn't use the. You didn't use the. You use this one. Yeah, all of you use the public one. Okay, so I'm gonna extract the folders, the files. Okay, we got say okay. We start from the top now. Oh yeah, alphabetical, so I can remember. Okay, 343 Allison R. Allison Montero. Okay, your tactic. Okay, let's see your tactic. Okay, interesting. Target forward in possession is a 5-2-3. Okay, nice. Okay, team instructions. Let me see your team instructions really quickly. Out of possession, counter press, trigger press more often. Got stuck in. Trap outside. Yuck. Okay, all right. Okay, I don't like trap outside. I never like traps. But I mean, floater crosses only use it if you got tall players. I'm going to change this to mixed. I wouldn't use floated unless I have tall. I don't have those kind of players, so I'm going to change this to meet my team's needs. Goalkeeper distribution of fullbacks, even though you don't have fullbacks. Okay. Your tactic has got wingbacks, no fullbacks. So, pass into space, both flanks, standard patience. Okay. There's no underlaps in your tactic. Okay, so it's regular. I know you won't see these guys shift too much. Yeah. Other than that, do you have any PIs? Oh my goodness. I don't want to look at PIs. They have a lot of work. No, I'm not looking at PIs. Hey, if you guys got PIs, tell me in the chat, because I'm not going to go in to look. Yeah, because last time at least we can see PIs, no? Like at a glance, right? Now, oh my god, I got to go in. So you got stay wider on this wing back. The wingers stay wider, take more risk, shoot less often. I wouldn't ask wingers to stay wider. That's it now. I knew this was what you were going to do. Okay, you got this guy coming in, this guy going wide. Okay, I see what you've done now. Let's see if it works. DM, CM. I personally don't like that, but hey, to each his own. Nah. I'm not saying I'm always right. I just don't do it. That's all. Okay, he's a winger. He's got his preferred foot is left. This guy, preferred foot is right. We've got to swap them because you're playing them to go wide. If not, what's going to happen is you're going to come inside. So when you do that instruction that you just did, right, you cannot play right on left and left on right. Yeah, because you want them to stay wide, right? So you better put the guy with his foot on the wide. Because what's going to happen is that there's this they'll have that tendency still to come inside. Okay, review. I don't know, man. Reject. We don't deal with transfers, huh? We don't deal with transfers, okay? We leave transfers absolutely alone. Okay, let's go. This is typical football manager now, okay? We go holiday straight to the next game. We don't even negotiate contracts now. This is like championship manager. I'm sure that SI are optimizing game speed for some of you as well. So I wouldn't worry about. I mean, the game is coming out. Most likely we will see a new feature like the World Cup, but I do not expect to see major changes to the game. There might be match engine changes, but other than that, no major changes. Quick pick again. Oh, shucks. Quick pick. Better make sure that the right player is playing on the right side. Okay. All right, here we go. If the quick pick doesn't work, right, then yeah, you gotta check the quick pick. I'm using channel midfielder DLF in front. Yeah. Okay, let's go. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, first up, let's launch the 2D classic view. Atalanta and Cagliari. So go 2D now. Yeah, I want to see these are your wingers here. Zabakosa wingback, these guys are wingers. See that? I want to show you. We didn't see. See this? Watch out for these two guys. Huh? Okay, there we go. They're still going to be in those positions. They're not going to be here and here. I know people want them to be here and there. It's not going to work. Yeah. So don't how am I going to get him to be here? I want him to be here. I want this guy to be in here. This is the best you can get. All right. The thing is, these are wing backs. They're gonna give you the width of the pitch. But then once they get the ball, it's only when they get into the final third do you see this guy try to go wide after that. That's why I went. See, that's what's gonna happen. Because in back five systems, right, the moment the ball ends up in this area, this guy attacks the box. First rule of football, all these back five systems, they just operate like that in real life. So I don't see SI, changing that anytime soon. Yeah. So this is the definition of the width. Because you have to look at your tactic as well. Okay. You've got the width settings here. Where is it? In possession, they got width. Somewhere in this tactic is width, where somewhere they're attacking with narrow. So you already told the players to look inside for the pass. So your wingers are not going to be hugging the line. They will never be hugging the line. Just FYI. Yeah? So when you have a situation like this, what do? Don't have to put the PI. Won't make a difference to your game. The trap outside, what will happen is when you lose the ball, those players are going to show the opposition down the flanks. That's what a trap does. Problem with the trap is if your wingbacks are advanced wingbacks, then they might just let the player go. So you have to make sure that your defenders are top quality defenders who can stop the threat, because you're allowing them to come down the flanks, because obviously you must have really good players who can defend. And the thing about a trap, if you do a trap outside, your counter attacks are coming down the flanks as well, because that's where your trap is. So they will attack down those flanks. So you just bear in mind, that's how you work traps. So you always go down the flanks looking for the opportunity. So it's something to bear in mind. So when you create a trap down the flanks, your counter attack will definitely come down the flanks. So you must look at your players to see whether they have the acceleration, concentration, aggression, work rate, and stamina. You need these 5 attributes. I'm telling you, these are the main 5 attributes since time immemorial. Since the day of Champman, these only attributes I looked at. I mean, back in Champman, we didn't have all these attributes. A lot of these attributes weren't even there. But over the years, they become central to Football Manager. Aggression, counter pressing requires aggression, work rate, and stamina. 3 things you need. Don't have it, don't bother counter pressing. Nice. Look at this, man. Boom. Narrow, right? What a move. Hey, Bellono. Look at where Bellono is. And if you place it narrow with your wingbacks, right, you better, those wingbacks right there, if you play that opposite the flank of the preferred foot, that means you play the left-footed wingback on the right and the right-footed wingback on the left, you got goal scorers. No? Nice tactic. Not bad. I wouldn't change too much. Apart from the wingback, the what is that again? That thing, winger. Set piece conceded the set piece. Or the guy clobbered from here. Yeah, unmarked. I see reset. The resets are still a problem for one manager. When the ball is a reset is after the set piece, right? The defensive positions to take up. That's not your fault. That's match engine. You cannot do anything about it. It's just the way the game is at a reset. So once the ball gets cleared, the attacking team, because in the natural attacking positions, is good. So they are able to see all of them are in the natural attacking positions, but the defending team has got to go from the defending position to they have to reset and then get into the attack. So they have to take one extra step to defend. So always, right, I find, wow, sucker punched. What can you do, man? This is something SI have to fix. It's not something we can fix. Yeah. Because sometimes you see all of them going the same way and then all of them turning. There's one time I got so fed up, right? File a bug report. Can my set piece defenders stop looking at the audience? Because they literally were at one point a defending team, right? Not a single one of them was looking at the ball. They were all looking. I took a screenshot. No, the whole team was looking here as a corner was being taken. I was pissed like hell. Yeah, this is nothing we can do. Yeah, it's just. But I like his tactic. I like your tactic is not bad. Okay, I'm gonna make one change, right? Okay, I'm just gonna make one change. I'm gonna show you what I mean just now. Okay, so we're gonna come into this guy. And we're just gonna enjoy yourself, just do the things that you do. Okay, shoot less often is fine. Out of possession, nothing. Out of possession, I just want you to hassle and kill the opposition players. Okay, all right, just break a leg if you have to. Yeah, tackle harder. That's a good one to do. Then we go to the attacking midfield on the left and repeat the same thing. And then the in possession we want. Okay, in possession is okay. Right? Out of possession. Okay, then in possession, attacking midfield on the right. Oh, they only one of them at attacking with. I don't know. We have to check. Maybe it's a bug. Every time something like this happens, I have to double check. I don't trust SI anymore. Oh, the mean things I'm saying about SI. Okay, now we got them also coming inside. See what happens. Skamaka to Edosun to Skamaka out to Belanova. I want you to go inside. You can't go inside. Oh no, he's gone wide. You don't have the underlap. Oi, what a shot. You want your fullbacks to score goals, wingbacks, huh? Okay, I'll show you how to do it. Let's go for it, huh? I don't think it's wise to do this, okay? But what I'm doing is I'm getting these guys to come in a bit more with that underlap, with a focus play as well. So the guys will move towards the side of the focus. But I think your tactic as a whole, yeah, leave it, man. I trap outside without teams. I have a striker and tracking and press more often, okay? Yeah, can. I mean, I that's this is your tactic, right? I would just leave it. I mean, I'm not a big fan of trap outside. If you're gonna trap outside, if you're gonna do traps, right? You trap outside without team instructions, you can't really do that. Right? See, the thing is, right? The trap itself, there are only two ways you can trigger it, okay? One is a trap outside, the trap, okay, which is the AI or OI, the TI. The other way is, of course, through team OIs. So OIs is not really a trap in the sense that more or less you are showing them down their flank and then tackling them in a specific way. Or rather, you're applying the zonal instructions on how to tackle. Yeah. So those are the main ways. Yeah. There is no other way as far as I know. No. Yeah. You can't trap any other way. Yeah. But I like the fact that you also play on cautious mentality. Okay, but choice, brother. I love it. All these people who say you can only play on attacking mentality, positive balance. Cautious comes along with the day. Cautious is okay, a good personality, a good mentality, right? Long passing. Making sure that all the passes connect. Yeah, that's what cautious does. Okay, whoever you are, Casio, you just go and play. I don't know your attributes from. Dude, seriously, this is like me meeting my son's classmate called Jaden. I don't know what he looks like. So, yeah. And hey, assistant manager put you in the team, man. You must be good. We'll find out after the fact, huh? We didn't lose. You must be good. Okay. Good tactic. They don't deserve to. We should have scored more goals. Cagliari only. A Dopo suffers defeat against former club. My goodness. That was a good result. 3-1. Normally with other tactics, right? With Football Manager 24, I'll be looking at short map and all that. Yeah? No. You can't. Not a Football Manager. That's a problem right now. So we can't look at data. We can't look at any of that stuff because it's not going to help us. Yeah. So we have to visualize all the chances. Normal trap outside makes your defensive narrow to force outside play. Where you don't do it. Yeah, that's why I say I don't use traps. I never use traps because traps do affect your defensive with. Yeah. I avoid traps like the plague. I rather use OIs. And then when I use OIs, it's much, much more safer. Because I don't change my width, right? I don't change my defensive, nor do I change my offensive width. All I do is show you that way and blink your leg. And it works just fine. In fact, if you didn't realize, the opposition instructions are there right now. We're showing them inside. The wing backs have been showing white. Opposition wing backs have been shown white, and normal fullbacks are being shown inside because the opposition instructions are still the same from just now. I forgot to undo them. Yeah. So what we do is we're pressing the back line, but opposition fullbacks we send them inside. But luckily, because both tactics have so far been back fives, right? So I gotta undo this. So normally if I want to do traps, right, I do it from here. I like traps from here a lot more. A lot more. Because I use this. I use like common sense. When you played football last time in school, right? Coach tell you, no, don't let him put the ball on his left foot or right foot. This is exactly it. Yeah, it's the same thing. So if you've actually played the game, then you'll understand how this works. I know a lot of people last time used to say, on the forums would go and say, don't ever use opposition. Actually, it's focus, Just try it. Don't knock it. Middleburg 285-26 kind of tactic. Who's Middleburg? Middlesbrough. Trust me, the last time I saw Middlesbrough play was when they were English first division team. I want the box to focus play on the flank because it's funny seeing the box shift to the flank. I want the box to focus play on the flank. Okay, all right, we'll have to look at the tactic. Wakaskara. Oh. Dangerous, this tactic. This is very dangerous. Yeah, very dangerous. You're asking a lot of players to make a lot of movements. Okay, these guys are dropping and these guys are coming here. So in that time when you lose the ball, right? That window, what are you doing? You're counter pressing. Good luck to you. This tactic will fall apart. I would not do this. Too risky. Too risky. Yeah, very, very risky tactic. This is a tactic asking for trouble. Yeah. You will win some games, you will lose some games, but you'll always be struggling to get a balance. I would not do this with this tactic. We can play the game and I watch it, right? I'm not going to make any changes, but you see what I mean. I wouldn't do it. No. This is something I would avoid with the play. If you're going to play for a box, right? Then play a box, right? And then defend as a... But don't look... Okay, I'll just make a changes right now. It's too risky. Like these guys, put them here. This is their wing. Right? Get them. You want them to be... They can be like wing... Look, they got to tick-tock out the pitch. They better tick-tock out the pitch because they got fullbacks. Yeah, they will tick-tock. And then team instruction... I think you say you don't use focus play, but you should use focus play this tactic because you want them to move left and right. Okay, so that anyway, progress both lines. This focus play on the left. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that is focus play, FYI. Okay, now I'm gonna go standard. Okay, your out of possession shape. Okay, honestly, free roll, that's fine. Okay, box to box. This guy is going up. So if this guy is going up, this guy should really be he can be a free roll, he can be a channel midfielder. Okay, so go channel midfielder. Support this guy a bit more. This guy is going to come here, this guy is going to come here. Okay, and this guy is coming up. So you got all three guys doing a lot of movement here. This guy is attacking the box. Very nice. Why F9? Why so much creativity? One dry dropping, one guy right. Who's scoring goals? One fella. No one. Put two in the box. Don't be shy. Don't do that, no. You can get a guy channel 4. This guy may be a free roll. This guy can hit the channels. This guy can attack or be free. This guy is coming up, channel midfielder. Or he can be a second striker. But you want a lot of movement in your tactic. Right? Because right now what you have is a free roll dropping everywhere. And then you got another one behind him. F9 and free roll, there's no difference between the two. No, both of them are free, no? Free to do whatever they want to do, but score goals. Okay? So I would play more like this. Then tracking center for why track? Two defenders. Tell them to stay up. They got to track who? Because you got these guys dropping out of position. You see, you're going from this shape to this shape. Why do you want them to track? You want them to... This is 50-50, This is I'm defending all the way. This is, I'm attacking, counter-attacking all the way. So this is 50-50. You want a role that does 50-50, do this. Tracking wide midfielder means this guy went from here to follow people only. So what, and then you have the, remember earlier you had these guys very high up the pitch, they are running back to defense, so nobody's defending your flanks. And these guys are coming out. Right, this pressing defensive midfielder is coming out. So what you want this guy to do is maybe stay as a wide midfielder. He can press. This guy is going to do a 50-50 on the flanks. This guy, if you want him to track, we can track. We can ask him to track. Okay, but yeah, this guy presses. This guy's a fullback. Comes back to defend. This guy free roll, DM. Box to box midfielder. Hey, look, we're gonna make some fun. We're gonna have some fun here, okay. Okay, but I would just leave it like that. Channel midfielder going this way, free roll. In fact, this guy goes this way. This guy can attack the box. No? He can be a shadow striker. Then you got DM. Okay, so I don't know if you got any PIs or not. No, but I recommend not playing PIs in your tactics as far as possible. You can put some PIs in tactics, but I wouldn't put too many. You can PI a lot. So now white midfielder coming here, tracking midfield, white midfielder coming there. Okay. And we're already in the game. God, this is gonna be fun. Okay. I don't know, man. I just changed it on the fly, Yeah. So I made those changes because I need to get the team to do more. I'll show you what I mean. Okay. The problem with earlier your tactic is you got 4 guys in the final third. They are a very strong group of players. Those roles. Right? But you had only one of them actually trying to create score goals. We got 3 of them trying to create goals. I don't know why you need so many, man. Yeah. Abagaskara, I had to change your tactic. Your tactic will have issues later. Yeah, I'm only looking at one tactic per person. If you got 2 tactics, only take one. Yeah, I won't be looking at 2 Yeah. I would recommend, and guys, if you're on Discord, please use the Discord link so I know that you are from Discord. Otherwise, I will make changes or, skip through tactics altogether. Usually I only pick a few, right? Yeah. But I'll try and look at most of the tactics today. God, my time is limited nowadays. Yeah. So Bello no wonder. But see, when you play fullback, right, he is going to try and look for passing options. But if you play this guy in this position like this, right? Okay, this you're in possession, right? Just like you did this, right? Okay. Now, the danger is this. No? Now I play his advanced wing back. Okay? This is what Mr. Arne Slot was doing at one point. These 2 were so high up the pitch, I scared the living daylights out of me. The team was not defending so well. See what has happened? Now they're playing high up the pitch. But you look at how these guys explode. Look at that. But now you don't need the box-to-box midfielder anymore. Because we are going to use those wingbacks to be flying wingbacks. Right? So this guy can be a DM. This guy is a DM. Why is this DM and that DM having an issue? I know there's a UI thing in Football Manager. It's very disconcerting. You change the role, suddenly they look different. Yeah, I know a lot of people have mentioned it. I have also expressed issue with that. So now you see what's happened. Now play advanced wingbacks. Very good role. But if you play advanced wingbacks like that, then the 2 DMs become stock. They become a double pivot. That's it. You don't change it. You play them both as DMs. So this one becomes double DM. This guy can be forward. I know that you did this earlier, right? Something like that. But you play wingback. Look, you're gonna play them in this position. Just tell them to come here. So now you got free roll, right? So this guy is gonna be a free roll. So you see where this guy is gone. That's what you want if you want to play. Then you actually have a box defense now. Instead of box offense, you got a box defense. Then the guy you can transition very quickly from defense into attack. So if you want to create a tactic like that, right, like what you had earlier, which is like wing back, right? Don't play wing back. Just it's either if you're gonna put them in that position, tell them to go forward. Don't put them halfway. There's no point. Just attack. Of course, the focus play. I'm using focus play. I always use focus play. Focus play will work. There's no like it doesn't work. It definitely works because you see where the two DMs are. Look, they are on the left side, right, of the pitch. Just now when you're building play up. So what we have now is a box defense. So the box defense is also very hard to break down. Okay, so let's go to key. So a channel midfielder, CFD, channel midfielder, free roll. No need F9. F9 is nonsense. Yeah. Too many. You want how many creators you want? Yeah. You don't need so many. You only need one creator in the final third. You don't want to go and make 3-4 creators. Then you're gonna suffer like a lot of teams are trying to, so many fellas trying to create a chance there. For what? You don't need that. Now you're ripping the team apart. Okay, and the beautiful thing about this kind of tactics is you can play on cautious mentality. Mentality, you can play cautious, balance, attacking. Attacking is very risky, but you can play cautious as well. You keep the ball and then push the team up. There's nothing wrong with cautious mentality, except, then the doctor seems to want to come on. Oh, shit. But that's how I would change it, okay? So essentially, your tactic, in possession, do a CFD channel, do a CFD channel forward because you want this guy going right? This free roll coming. You can also turn this guy into like a second striker. It can still work. Then the advanced wingbacks are the ones that are giving all the pressure. Then you got this channel midfielder. If you want, you can of course go like, you want a free roll, can do a free roll here as well. But you see, these guys are just moving about, and these advanced wingbacks are coming up the pitch. That's it. And don't play wingback. You can play low tempo. Tempo is just about tempo. I didn't change. I think tempo, right? I wouldn't advise a lot of people. I just go tempo, just go standard. Yeah. Don't play low tempo unless your team is super good. Yeah. Tempo is about getting more and more players out of the pitch. You don't need low tempo. You don't need low tempo. This one can be high tempo. Nice. Edison with the ball. Lukman out to Maldini. Maldini out to Bellanova. Bellanova is in position. Maldini inside the area. Comes back. Squares. Another goal. Come back to front. Brilliant. Very nice. See, don't overthink your tactic. Do not go there and just put in like, free roll. You have free roll, F9. The moment I saw the tactic, I was like, Don't. Too many things happening in that tactic. Okay? Just keep it simple. One free roll is that channel midfielder, channel forward are very, very good roles. Very good roles, these two. I like channel forward. Why? He goes right. Free roll can dictate play. Then we're using two advanced wingbacks, not wingbacks. Like I said, if you play a wingback here, you want to play wingback in this tactic, throw it away. Play advanced wingback. Either you go the full Monty or you don't go full Monty. Yeah, you can play low block on Football Manager 26. There's no issue with low blocks. It's just they get bad rap lah. A lot of people don't know how to play low blocks. So what they do is they shit on low blocks. But actually, low blocks are fun. You test your knowledge of the game. So those who usually complain that low blocks don't work usually don't know how to make tactics. Yeah. I hate saying that, but that's the reality. I mean, people don't like to hear the truth. Nobody likes to hear the truth. You tell anyone in their face, you probably don't know what you're doing. They go like, get defensive. Oh, okay. At my age nowadays, I don't care. I just keep quiet. Whatever makes you happy. Whatever floats your boat, man. Most of the time, I'm like that, no. But you see, it works. I play on cautious and score more goals. You don't need to play on attacking. I play attacking because of it's entertaining for streams. If I were to play all my games on cautious, right, you guys are gonna get bored, no, because we're winning a lot of games. Cautious mentality the team takes. Right now, Football Manager, the match engine isn't that hard. Not that hard. So we went from your attacking mentality to cautious mentality. No change. And I'm still got. Look at your team instructions. These are in possession. Standard tempo, time wasting, less often. Attacking transition, counter attack, quick ball in play, more expressive. Okay. Play through, makes centre backs, both flanks, balance, dribbling, focus play down both flanks, underlap and overlap. Underlap priority, that's what it means. Then high press, higher, trigger press more often. Defensive transition is standard. I didn't play. Okay, this is important to remember. Just one simple rule in Football Manager. Okay, just follow this rule and you'll be fine. If your formation, in possession, out possession is the same, you can use counter press. If it is different, play standard. As long as it's different, you have to play standard. You cannot play counter press. That's all I'm going to say. You know, I say, what theory, how many experiments have I done? I'm not interested. It's just not going to work, okay? It's just logic. If you can't understand, it will just won't work. Because your counter press has got 10 seconds. If you don't see your team winning the ball back in 10 seconds, always remove counter press. Yeah, always do that. Nice. Just make it makes those changes. The box has been working, lah. What do you mean the box is alive? The box tactic is the strong one of the. Do you know the Brazilian box is now one of the strongest tactics for Football Manager 26. This is one of the strongest tactics, no. But when you play it like this, it's not very strong. You do it like this, it's extremely strong, but you cannot play. You have to play a box defense. Then you got box defense and you got a box midfield, and these two guys are your width creators. But what you did here was wrong. When you do this, you lose all power in your tactics. So what you wanted to do was one channel forward here. Maybe you can play second striker here, you can play free roll here, but definitely you have to put another channel midfielder here. Because these guys are coming up the pitch. You want this guy to give this defenders a headache by going this way. So when he goes this way, this advanced wingback got a pass, he can play here. This guy is a free roll, that's fine. He can drop here, he can drop here, he'll go anywhere. Harder to mark, never mind. But this guy channel forward, he's going to come here anyway. Right, so if he comes here, he's going to pull a defender. This advanced wingback can either attack the box or play the pass to him or him. See, then you got options. You can rip teams apart. So the goal here must be, when you play any kind of a tactic, you're going to be attacking one side of the pitch, right? So how do you make that space? So that's how you do it. Okay, next tactic. We done Allison. Pragmatism. Pragmatism, Predit. Okay, all right. Okay, let's go. Okay. Inside, out of possession. Oh, okay. Again, team instructions. I got to go team instructions. I see counter press, I take out. I'm not going to explain again. Yeah, boom, pop, I knew it. Done. IF, shadow striker, channel midfielder, AP. So many creative roles. This your in possession, right? Out of possession. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. But strikerless tactic is not very good. Yeah. In fact, this one, what I'll do is I'll push this guy up in possession to this position here. Then out of possession, like this. Yeah. That's all. That's it. Then you play. That's how I would do it. Oh, leave no proof. Lama. Ah, man, I wish there was a mod now. If my team is a candidate for LS, should I play with an attacking mentality? If your team is no, it's okay. Don't say sorry, lah. Yeah, don't say sorry. If my team is, yeah, don't worry about it. No. Look, play on balanced mentality when you're not sure. Yeah. Cautious also works. You don't have to play attacking mentality just because you're underdog. Yeah. Don't have to. There's no such thing as mentality is about risk. It's you and your tolerance for risk. That's all. Yeah. That's it. There's no such thing as a right mentality, wrong mentality in this game. It's about your tolerance for risk. If you can take, because attacking mentality, chances are your team is going to take a lot of risk, and sometimes you just give away the ball. Okay. Let's play watch the game. The match engine can handle strikers. Just that this after the patch and the forthcoming patch, your strikers like this are all going to be dead. I would advise people to play strikers. So let's just put this guy back in. Okay, in possession, right? So he was here. So I play him as a shadow striker, second striker. Okay, come. For his strikers like this, you got to play with the instruction, pass into space, and run at defense. So dribbling must be encouraged. And this one, no patience. Pass into space, God. Okay, good. The combination. Always play the combination. Strikers, we got strikers. They was taking advantage of that split second when defenders were resetting. So, or they cannot. They was taking advantage of a match engine issue. But right now, I wouldn't say that strikers are good tactics. They're not the best right now. Yeah. Because I honestly, when I was playing it was the first tactic I created on stream, right? The 3-4-3 strikeless. The 3-4-3 was the very first one. It ripped teams apart. And then it became boring after a while. This can work. This tactic is definitely doable. What is interesting is what will happen if your wingbacks become advanced wingbacks. How attacking would your tactic be? Can you imagine, right, if you know advanced wingbacks? Instead of just wingbacks. In fact, I'm thinking of doing it now. I just want to see. Your tactic is fine. Yeah, more or less. I'm going to try this. Okay, let's go. I saw the position you're taking out, right? Why not? Just for the fun of it. I stopped playing strikerless tactics. No fun. Stop being fun. Too boring, Petrus Rock. The very first 2 weeks of Football Manager 26, right? The very first thing I did was a strikerless tactic that was scoring goals like 4 to 5 goals a game. And I was like, oh my god, this is broken. And then I immediately made it the first tactic I streamed with, just to let you all see it. And I knew that it was broken. You play a 4-1-5-0. Mine was a 3-4-3-0. 3-4-3-0 was worse. Yeah. And those wingbacks were so high up the pitch, teams were just being decimated by it. And I had another strikerless tactic, right, where I made the 3 strikers in front, and then all of them were like target men. Yeah. So that also created problems with the AI. Only problem is strikerless tactics. Now, like this one, we so high up the pitch, right? So when you do like setups like corners and all that, you gotta be careful. Like mine, I'm intentionally playing with nobody defending corners. My tactic doesn't have anyone defending. Yeah, everyone's attacking for the fun of it. We might lose more, but it's at least advanced wingback is a bit. I won't say it's broken. It's by design. It's by design. It's not broken. Because the problem was in Serie A right now, teams that are playing with back fives, their wing backs are very high up the pitch in real life. But in Football Manager, the wing backs are very defensive. So they have to change it. They have to reflect the modern game. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. Look where my wing back is. See the guy that this inside forward went back. No? Oh. Boom. Edison is defending by himself. Now you see the wing back is having to rush all the way back. That's the only problem. No? So this one cannot work. Even with the counter press, they're coming all the way back. So they've got to drop it. Yeah, cannot work. Cannot work, huh? The advanced wingback is very high up the pitch, which is what I wanted to see, right? The problem is every time we lost the ball, the DM was out of the DM was desperately trying to cover that space. Yeah. Frimpong. Yeah, the reason why Liverpool signed him. To make him play like a winger. Crazy, right? 3 strikers work very well in Football Manager. 3 strikers. That's why I said my strikers is a 3-4-3. 3-4-3-0. Okay, I had no idea who's injured. No. What's this supposed to be? I have no idea what the icon meant. It was like staring at the screen. It took me all of 1 minute to understand he was injured. This tactic doesn't have focus play. Or if it does, it's not really playing very well. There, doesn't have focus play. Got a focus play. Because the tree are so congested. You see, the tree guys are so center. When we had the wingback has got nobody to play the ball to. I mean, the wingback is always isolated in this tactic. So the mistake that the improvement that you could make with this tactic is to get the focus play instruction out. Because the 3 central midfielders not helping them very much. Yeah. So if you want to use wingback based tactics, right, you need to use focus play. Anytime you want that wingback to fly, you better have focus play. Otherwise, your wingback options run out. Well, there's a hard stop before. Like I have about 3 or 4 more tactics I can do. Yeah. But I have a hard stop because I got to put my kids to sleep. We'll do the same thing tomorrow. So whatever tactics I didn't do today, I'll do it tomorrow. Once again, if you guys on Discord, please put your tactics in the folder so that I can, work on. We can see it tomorrow. That'll be the first tactics I do. Always play focus play. Whatever you do, the moment you go wing back, if you have a tactic, right, where you want those wing backs, a tactic like this, please play focus play. You want those wing backs to really explode down the flanks. Wow, focus play is damn good. Otherwise, you're going to have issues. Anyway, there's no focus play to the middle, no use. Just play focus play down the flanks. Any tactic, whether you want the ball to go to the middle or just play focus play. I don't know why, but it's such a almost works in every single setup. Okay, next tactic. I think you can play strikerless if you want to, but I probably wouldn't. Again, still have to play a striker. The only change I'll make to this tactic is like I suggested just now. Go into your all instructions, come inside here, add this instruction. Bang. That's it. Add that instruction. Add it. And you're golden. Then what will happen is these three will not be so congested. Because just now, this guy wasn't even coming to the flanks to support play. So that's how I do it. The Discord is for guys who are YouTube members or Twitch subscribers, essentially, or patrons of the channel. Okay, next tactic. Come into the next tactic. Yay. Oh, sorry, forgot Football Manager. See ya, Lolly, finally your tactic. Oh, 4-3-3. Okay, come, let's go. Donald Trump is outside my house. Nice. I like this tactic. Quite funky. Got. Okay. You gotta keep hearing fireworks. Tracking on the flanks. Nice. Wide center midfielder, wide center CM. Fullback. Does this guy any PIs? Move into channels. This you put move into channels. This guy. Yeah. Then the guy on the center, stay wider. Because it's locked in. Yeah. And this guy. Dribble more. This guy. Move into channels. So this guy is the one moving into channels. These two guys been told to stay wider. Pressing central midfielder. Both work with the tracking guy. Okay, get it. I like this. I have a same setup in one of my 4-3-3s where these two guys are doing all the pressing. Yeah, pressing fullback. So you do a side flank press. And then this guy is playing as a stopping centre back. So he's going to step out. Yeah. Wow. Can you hear the fireworks? It's popping and popping and popping, man. So, there. Pressing, yeah, that was the squeeze, right? It happens. And suppose you switch, they're playing a defensive 4-3-3. I keep having to mute my own microphone. And now I'm not coughing. I have to mute it because of the firecrackers. Some idiot is launching firecrackers all over the place. Nice. Do you use low crosses? You can use low crosses as this tactic. You get a lot of cutbacks. The Nico Pass is in the we're playing Como. Scalvini, Edison, nice ball. Again, the danger is that CM is so high up, right? Because the danger is when the CM is that high up. And then if you lose in a transition, your team must have the quality to win the ball back. Because he's got to drop into the DM position first. Where? I'm not surprised. I think the tactic is good. Overall, I like this tactic. Because you have the DM moving into the CM position early. Because that's why you chose the CM role. Then when you lose the ball, you just get him to drop into the DM position. That's fine. Because that just means that the other players are coming to their defense. As they're coming into their defensive positions, the central midfielder is actually dropping into his DM position. That's okay. Yeah. While he's doing that, one of the white center, one of the one of the central midfielders is pressing. Well, okay, I see. I get the logic in your tactic. See, what happens is, I get it. It can work. It can definitely work. Yeah. Because when you put in possession, the DM actually doesn't. He stops being a DM. He pushes to central midfield, so he's taking part high up the pitch in the attacking transition. So yeah, I get this. It works nicely. And like I said, the 4-3-3 is a fantastic out of possession formation. It's one of the best in the game. Right now, one of the best, if not the best, OOP shape is actually the 4-3-3. Yeah. It's one of the best though. Yeah. This OOP shape is one of the best. I like it. It's also one of my favorites right now. You can play the 4-4-2. It gives you 2 striker options. But this one just makes it very hard for a team to build play out again. You know? Whereas the 4-4-2, you allow the team to come at you. You're trying to win the ball in midfield. But this is more proactive and defensively because you're putting pressure on the defenders, the opposition team, from playing that ball out. You're sacrificing your ability to hit directly off them by only having 1 striker. So this is actually a high pressure system. Right? But it works very well because if you do win the ball back, you're swapping straight away into a 3 striker setup. Yeah, so it's okay. It's a very nice tactic. So, nothing to see here. Okay. Very good tactic, instant result. Nothing to see there. Look at that. You know, I know when a tactic is very good. You don't have to play it. No. I think an instant result. Okay, instant result in peace. You won 3-1. We were 2-1 up. I was so confident that we'll win we'll smash whoever we're playing with. So this tactic on the whole, yeah, don't change it. Very nice. Like it. CM, white centre back, white centre back. You know, out of possession, they drop into these positions. Extremely lovely. Because as this guy drops here, these guys start to press. And these guys are tracking while these guys are pressing. So you're doing this press here and here. You're protecting this entire zone. It's like a triangle. So this triangle, you're making it, it starts out like this, but you'll squeeze the triangle and make it like small like this. Yeah, good defending. Very nice defending. Oh my, got my seal of approval. Hey, we did all the tactics already. We did Allison, Spencer, flank, pragmatism, CLLE, and stoicism. Let's see if there are any more tactics. You know, I just feel bad. You know, some people. Yep, that's it. Guys, very nice. Thank you for popping in all your tactics on the stream, guys. But that was a fantastic set of tactics. I think you guys missed this show, is it? It's a beautiful tactic. I love the press, but say it out early. I think it's great. I think that that tactic, okay, I like it when people do that because what you're doing is you have like a central midfielder pressing with the fullback, right? They're squeezing that spot there. Yeah. As long as you do it with a plan, right? It works. But don't you at the same time somebody tracking. Yeah, cool. Get it. Lovely tactic. You guys are so good at this game. I don't need to make more videos anymore. I can retire in peace. Off into the sunset I go. Into my cave. Retirement is good. If you all need to create a YouTube channel for tactics, just let me know. So good, no? Yeah. How many tactics? Only Bagaskara's tactic needed a bit of juicing up. That's it. But the principles were there. He got the principles, but he tried to be too creative. Other than that, most of the tactics here were brilliant, man. They were just so out of the box. Well, a few of them were. I like say it all. My favorite tactics today, quite a few. The 3-4-3 that we started the show with, the 5-3-2, the 5-3-2 was very good. The one that we started the show with, that was excellent, man. That one play on cautious mentality. Holy cow, that was good tactic. And this last one was good. Only concede ball. Yeah, that's his risk, You will concede balls over the top. It's a risky tactic still. But that 5-3-2 was really good. All right, guys. So I want to thank all of you coming to you today. You brought your tactics in. We'll still be doing the same show tomorrow. So if you missed out on bringing your sharing your tactics on today's stream, remember you got a chance tomorrow. I'll put the link up the moment we start. It's not going to be a long show, please. Time is limited nowadays. I'm doing everything on my own. Yeah. Plus, I haven't had time to go to the gym, so it's worse. Lethargy is kicking in a lot faster nowadays with me being so unfit. Okay, guys, you guys stay safe. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.